Hello there, two-stroke turbo fans. Welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to Stella stretching in the sun after taking a nice long nap. That's so nice. We had a lot of rain last night, and that's going to get me to the purpose of this video. We're not talking about the Barkley. The Barkley is not a good rain car, but one of our personal cars is a great rain car. In fact, this is our snow vehicle, and I'm in the shop on a Sunday. Never usually in the shop on a Sunday, usually doing family stuff, but this has taken precedence. If you recall, last week we had a water leak in the car. It was getting the carpets wet, and you can see I'm right back to drying out the carpets with a hairdryer and trying to figure out what's going on. I was sure I had this water leak fixed. If you recall, up here on the rack, or I should say the top of the car, there's these rain gutters that have these trim pieces, and we had cracked seam sealer down in this groove here. And I thought for sure what was happening is the water was seeping through the cracked seam sealer down the A-pillar and into the frame and coming out underneath the carpet. And that's exactly what's happening, but that isn't it. We had substantial rain last night, a couple inches, and of course the car was full of a couple inches. You will notice the fender is off the car. I have been sussing out this water leak, and I thought it was the windshield. I thought it was the corner of the windshield. I thought it was where the frame meets the A-pillar. I thought it might be the hood hinges. I thought it might be the area around where the fan pulls in air. And I even created a plastic lid out of a brake fluid container, and I put it on top of there so that any water that runs off the windshield past the water drains, if it happened to go through the fan, because the fan did have a drip on it, that this would cover that. That didn't fix it. In fact, that made it worse. So I was like, what is making it worse? I got up in there and I thought, well, maybe there's something leaking up in there. Kept water testing. Finally figured out that any water that makes it to this drain, which is the main drain, which drains out through this fender, which I cut a hole open to see. I'm pretty sure it's going in right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. I can't get my camera. Right underneath here, there's a gap right at the main drain where there's no seam sealer. And I can't believe that would be that way from the factory, but this car was in an accident right in this area. So I wonder if that got jarred. It always leaks when water runs off this trough. And I think it's going in there and inside and right down the inside here and under the carpets. That's my guess. But look at what I had to do to get to this. I had to dry the car out multiple times, take the fender off, cut a hole in the frame. And don't worry, I will put this back and I will weld it so that there's no structural loss to figure this out. I think I'm going to cut a couple slices in this to make this go down more and up against the body, and that way the water can't wick back into that gap beneath there, because when I put water in there, it leaks. It's just right here. That's how I've narrowed it down. Would have never thought that. So that's where we are. Fix it over, fix it again, fix it 3 times, fix it 4 times. I can't have water in my car. It just doesn't work good. The carpets get soaked, kids' feet get wet, the windshield can't be defrosted very quickly. It's not a good thing. So it's a dangerous thing. I got to get this fixed. So I'm hoping this will do it. Please think of me. I hope this fixes it. I'll let you know. We'll see you on the next video.